Good morning.
Good morning. Why are you recording all the people in the drive-thru here?
I'm trying to catch a Cybertruck.
You're trying to catch a Cybertruck?
Yeah.
Okay, so not a problem. You can catch a Cybertruck anywhere on the public roads and stuff like that, right? But that's private property, so you can't be recording into private property. I understand that you're on the public grounds.
I am, yeah.
Right. And if you want to catch a Cybertruck, you certainly can. You can do that. You can record any of the traffic you want on Portage. You just can't be doing that on the private property where the people are working, right?
But I can see it from public though.
Sorry?
I can see it from public though, right?
You can see it from public, right? But when you're recording into someone's private property, right? It'd be like if I went to your house and put a camera over your fence and started looking into your yard. That's private property, right?
That would be kind of intrusive. Yeah.
That would be intrusive, right?
This is a business.
I understand
a public business where people come and purchase coffee and donuts, and
I can appreciate that, right?
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, this is private property, right? And if your true intent is like what you said, is to catch a Cybertruck, 100%. I'm not saying you can't record in public. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying not into the private property of these people, right?
So I can face my camera.
Welcome back to the channel. Today's video exposes a troubling pattern seen far too often, where police officers show little respect for the law or for the constitutional rights of everyday citizens. What begins as a calm interaction quickly turns into an ego-driven confrontation. Despite openly acknowledging that filming in public is legal, the officer soon contradicts himself by inventing rules that do not exist. This encounter highlights how easily lawful activity can be reframed as suspicious when authority feels challenged. Before we dive deeper, remember to like the video and share your thoughts on this disturbing interaction.
That way?
If you want to go sit on this,
I can face my camera that way?
If you want to go into the public,
I can face my camera that way?
you want to walk down the sidewalk,
But just
sure
not this way.
Well, your whole intent is actually just to stand here and record all the traffic going through the drive-thru, right? It's a private business.
I want to get the Cybertruck.
100%. And I told you, right? You can do that, just not right there. Does that make sense?
But this is a public easement right away. This is a public right away.
Yeah. Is there? What's this like? Have you seen
Transparency. I'm just here to film in public. That's all.
Right. And have I said that you can't film in public? I just asked you not to film the private property.
Well, then I'm going to have to respectfully say I will decline that request of yours, because I want to catch everyone's reaction to me doing this.
Okay, so now you're causing mischief, right?
No, it's not a mischief.
Because you said now you're looking to garner a reaction from people.
People are wonderful, and it's not right for them to come at me like you are.
How am I coming at you? I've been nothing but respectful. I haven't approached you or threat. Yeah,
but even to approach me,
we're in public. I can talk to you, right?
Yeah, but
so we
sort of to some degree where I want to be left alone, though.
Just like these people want to be left alone, right, sir?
Yeah, but there's cameras everywhere. You can't be left alone when you're in public.
Okay, so to your logic, you said you should be left alone when you're in public. These people are also in public, right? You're saying when they get off the yard here.
But I know I can't be left alone. I'm walking on my way here. I was in like at least 50 cameras just to get here.
Okay, but
the interaction begins with a casual greeting, but quickly shifts as the officer questions why the man is recording near drive-thru. The citizen calmly explains he is simply trying to capture footage of a Cybertruck from a public sidewalk. Although the officer admits that filming from public space is legal, he repeatedly insists that recording toward private property is not allowed. This claim becomes the foundation for the escalating dispute. The citizen counters logically, pointing out that anything visible from public space can be lawfully recorded, especially in a commercial setting open to the public.
So what are we discussing here? Are you discussing your ability, whether you want to be left alone, or the fact that there's
the fact that I can photo in public?
There's cameras.
I can photo in public because.
And you said your intent is to catch a Cybertruck. I understand that, right?
That's the main thing, because they look so ridiculous.
Okay.
I've seen a couple in Winnipeg, but not up close.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, the reactions I get from people are just ridiculous sometimes. And it's like, I want to catch that for my safety. Because if they come and attack me, then I have it on camera.
Who's attacking you?
Oh,
right? You're garnering a response.
I had like an 80-year-old guy give me the finger.
100%. He's allowed to do that, right? He can express
himself.
so,
yeah, but in a way,
and you're intimidating him, right? By videotaping.
How am I intimidating? I'm just standing here.
So then how is he intimidating you? By giving you a reaction. That's what you're looking for on the phone, right?
No. I'm just recording everyone's reaction. It's like fun.
Okay. what people, like I said, so if you're trying to garner a reaction.
As the conversation continues, the officer changes focus, now suggesting that the man's intent is to provoke reactions from people. The citizen openly explains that reactions sometimes occur and that recording provides personal safety. Instead of acknowledging this reasoning, the officer reframes the situation as mischief, claiming the man is creating a disturbance simply by standing and filming. This is a critical turning point. The officer is no longer addressing legality, but rather intent, substituting personal discomfort and public complaints for actual violations of the law.
Action from people, right?
That's not my intention. I'm saying I'm recording.
That is what you said. You said your intention was to garner people's reaction because you think it's fun when they react to you when you're videotaping them, right?
Well, if they're going to be acting like that in the public, I'm allowed to record them.
If you're in public, like I said, 100%, you can do so.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing with you with your ability to film in public.
And if the people act all silly, then
okay.
Well, why not catch that on camera?
I'm not saying that you can't record them if they're acting silly at you.
Well,
you're saying
for my safety, that's why I'm doing it.
I know, but what you're trying to do is trying to elicit a response, and then you're saying that for your safety you're recording, but the whole reason that there could be any threat to you is a result of people not being appreciated being recorded, which so this is what we call self-imposed jeopardy.
Well, if I'm walking down the street and someone's videoing me, I don't even look at them.
Okay, so if you want to walk down the street, I'm not going to stop you from walking away from here, sir. I'm not going to stop you from walking and videotaping. And I've never prevented you from doing any of that.
No, I understand your whole.
The officer repeatedly emphasizes that complaints have been made and insists that people should not have to feel uncomfortable in public. However, discomfort is not a crime, and public complaints do not override constitutional protections. The citizen maintains a calm demeanor, clearly stating that he is standing on a public right-of-way and has not entered private property. Despite this, the officer continues to push relocation as a solution, suggesting alternative filming locations while avoiding the core issue. No law is being broken.
The whole reason for coming here, people have called and said that they don't want to be recorded in public.
They don't, and
then maybe put on a mask like I'm sort of, semi-disguising my identity. So maybe they should do that if they don't want to be on camera.
Okay. Well, but people don't have to wear disguises to feel like they should be able to be free to move around in public. Also, like I said, the Tim Hortons parking lot.
I'm not saying they have to do it. I'm saying if they
is not a public space. It's the private property.
I haven't been on their property. I've been at 7-Eleven. That's it, right here.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not. There wasn't a problem at 7-Eleven, right? The problem was here. Okay.
There's a problem here.
Yeah, there is a problem because people are complaining about it and they're asking you not to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having a conversation with you here, a pretty cordial conversation. I
respect that.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
I haven't threatened you or done anything to you. I'm just explaining to you what the situation is. I'm asking you to stop filming the people on private property, and I've told you where you can go. Because if you're here for a cyber truck, if that's truly what you're trying to do,
you know where they are?
You can walk down Portage. You're going to see way more vehicles walking down Portage than you are going to get through the Tim Hortons drive-through.
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
how many vehicles are going through here? 1 to 30 seconds?
I think I caught about 20.
20 cyber trucks?
No, 20 vehicles.
Okay.
Yep.
And so what do you want to do with that footage?
Nothing.
Nothing. You just want to have it.
My phone ain't even recording.
Matt, whatever you're doing with it, it's like I said, it's your prerogative to record or not record. Mm-hmm. I'm not taking the phone from you. I'm not telling you to stop recording. I'm just asking you.
At this stage, the discussion becomes circular. The officer acknowledges again that public filming is legal, yet simultaneously demands compliance with restrictions that have no legal foundation. The citizen asserts his freedom of expression and right to document what is visible from public space. The officer questions a man's motives, implying that filming for reaction invalidates legality. This exchange reveals a dangerous misconception that lawful rights become void when exercised in a way authority figures personally dislike.
Not to record on private property, right? That's it.
I'm not going on the private property, but I can record it from a public right of way.
You can record in the Is there a reason why you're just trying to be difficult? I'm just asking you not to record the people.
I'm sorry I'm coming off as difficult of standing up for my rights.
What rights am I taking away from you?
Freedom of expression. I'm allowed to photograph anything I can see in public.
You want to do that, right? If you're walking by here, like I said, so let's say you're walking by here, and you video.
But my purpose is to catch a cyber truck.
Okay, So there's better places to catch a Cybertruck, one, right? We can agree that there's way more vehicles traveling on Portage than there are here. So your ability to catch your Cybertruck when you're standing literally right at the corner of Portage anyways, you could literally point your camera the other way and not cause any problems.
See, I'll stand right here and point it. Hopefully a Cybertruck will drive by.
But like you said, you were trying to elicit responses and reactions from people.
I said I'm trying to catch the reaction of people because I know they get all flustered. Like, what is it with the camera?
Right, because you're doing that, right?
It's not even on.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
They
They
don't
just
know.
see you with. It,
Well,
looks-
then
it appears like you're video recording.
They have to be educated that I'm allowed to do this.
Yeah, but not towards private property. So like my
That is
partner
ridiculous.
explained, so, like it, they feel it's intrusive. Recording it.
Well, it's not intrusive, but
It
they're
is.
in public.
It is. I don't know if that's recording or not right now. I wouldn't even know that. I just see what I see.
Right.
So they see the same thing. They see you're even telling us you're disguising your identity for some reason.
Because
So
this is
it just-
ridiculous. I don't want to be out here being seen doing this.
You don't want to be seen out here doing this,
That's
right?
right.
Right.
So
So why is it you don't want to be seen doing this?
Because society deems this as abnormal.
So what is it that you're trying to what is the point you're trying to prove here, sir?
That I'm allowed to do it.
Okay, so are you truly here for looking for a Cybertruck, or are you just here
Yeah.
to try to prove a point that you can do this?
I'm hoping to catch a Cybertruck because I told you they just look ridiculous, and I hope it's wrapped in a different than the stainless steel because
The officer presses further, suggesting the citizen's behavior is abnormal and socially unacceptable. Ironically, the citizen explains that society's discomfort is exactly why recording matters. The officer attempts to reframe the situation as trespassing and intimidation, despite the man never stepping onto private property. Threats of detention and arrest are introduced, escalating the encounter dramatically. This shift from conversation to coercion shows how quickly rights can be undermined when officers rely on subjective interpretations rather than clear law.
they should really force people to wrap them. They look so ugly. Yeah, they are.
Not a great looking vehicle, but again, like I encourage you by all means to try and capture a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Just do so on Portage, all right?
Okay, I'll go stand on Portage and hopefully I can catch one.
Yeah, you can go stand on Portage.
Thank you for your unlawful directive to telling me to move over here, but I will.
I just asked you.
Maybe I should get your name and number. Because
You're right, and I'm going to get your name. We're having
you
interaction.
engage-
What's your name,
engage-
sir?
I go by the abbreviation of BORD.
You go by the abbreviation BORD.
Yeah,
That's your last name or first name?
that's just my nickname.
Okay, let's start with your first name then,
I
sir.
prefer to have that kept private.
Yeah, well, you speak with the police.
Mm-hmm.
So you can start with your first name and your last name.
That's a negative. Sorry, officer.
Okay. Well, then you can move along.
Yeah, I will. I'll go to Portage, like I said.
You can go to Portage and go have that. You can go stand over there. But if you're going to continue to point the camera here, we're going to detain you or arrest you for cause disturbance, right? Because you're causing a disturbance, you're causing problems, right?
So I can only focus on Portage, right?
You can focus on Portage as much as you want.
Okay.
Like I said.
I just want to get in the shade here because it's kind of hot, you know. All right, so my unlawful requests are that I cannot film this way,
I'm telling you not to film into a private.
but that's not lawful.
Despite repeated assertions that the citizen is free to leave, the officer continues engaging, issuing conflicting instructions and warnings. The citizen requests identification, which the officer responds to with increasing hostility. The conversation drags on, creating confusion and pressure. Even routine actions, like reaching for a cigarette, are framed as potential threats. This prolonged engagement contributes directly to the officer's later claim of disturbance, despite the situation being entirely officer-driven.
Though, right?
All right. It is lawful. This is their private property, right? It's the same thing if you enter their property. They
But
can
I
tell you-
never
they can remove
entered
you-
their
they can-
property,
They can remove
though.
you from the property, right?
yeah, I can't point my video cameras from my house in my neighbor's yard. It's illegal.
Well, why would you do that, though?
There you go. You just answered your own question.
This is public.
Yeah, stop it. I'm not going to stop you. Go ahead. Videotape what
This
you
is
want to
this is a
videotape.
business who always rips me off.
Okay, so
Every
then-
time I go here, they
so
rip
then-
me off.
So then don't do business here anymore, sir.
Well, I'm trying to. You're infringing on my rights to film the drive-through of this business
I'm not infringing
from a
on-
public right of way.
I'm not infringing on your rights, Matt.
Okay, then I can film.
You said you wanted to catch a Cybertruck. Catch a Cybertruck. If that's what you want to do.
Let's see if I can see one.
If you're doing it this way, you're not trying to film a Cybertruck. You have a very different intent.
Can you disengage from me now, sir?
You can walk away anytime. It's a public place, right?
But I'm free to stay.
So am I, right? Both of us are free to stay.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. You don't mind if I reach in my pocket for a cigarette?
Ultimately, the officer declares the citizen under arrest for mischief, citing continued filming as a justification. This arrest occurs despite earlier admissions that filming in public is legal and without any clear criminal act. The video ends with a powerful reminder. This is what happens when authority goes unchecked. Knowing your rights is essential, but so is public accountability. Support the channel, share this video, and always remember, recording protects both citizens and truth.
That wasn't an insult. That was the wind, eh?
It was. Accidents happen.
I can reach for a smoke.
Yeah, you're not. We're having a conversation, man. I haven't put you under arrest. We're having a conversation. And I said,
but it's like when I reach into my pocket, you could feel like a threat or something.
I haven't detained you. I haven't done anything, man. I have a conversation with you so far, right? That's where we're at.
How long is this conversation going to take place?
I'm standing here. You're free to go whenever you want. I said right from the beginning, you could walk down that way if you want to go. You can go wherever you want to go. No one's stopping you. You're not welcome on the Tim Hortons property.
Why? Why am I trespassing right now?
They don't want your business and they don't want you on there. So feel free to enjoy your cigarette. All I've asked you is just not to report that into the private property, okay?
This is ridiculous, folks.
Okay. So I've asked you a couple times not to videotape the people there. You continue to do it.
I've been floating, copping you sitting in the.
You can videotape me all the way out, but I've been watching as you've been videotaping the people here. You keep doing it. So right now you're going to be under arrest for mischief. Yeah, you are going to be under arrest for mischief. Put your hands behind your back.